everybody, welcome back to V Speaks. My name is V, and to all the returning subbies, welcome baby, welcome, and thank you for staying, and to all the newbies, anybody watching this video for the first time, hello, how are you? I hope you're good today, and please comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about V Speaks. Please share, tell the world. I'm trying to bring the world to V Speaks. Okay, help me. But yeah, as I was saying, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And today's topic is emotional healing, and this is part 1 of emotional healing. Guys, I wanted to do this topic because I feel like everybody out there is going through something, and we all need to heal. Also, maybe some also want to heal, are ready to heal, so maybe sharing my experience and giving you guys a bit of encouragement and motivation about healing emotionally will help you take your first step, or it will help you realize that it is something that needs to happen in your life. Because I spent the better part of 2023 healing. Okay, yes, I was healing throughout the years, but like 2023 was when I decided that, you know what, this is my year of healing, and that's why in 2024 I'm able to do this topic. Okay, so what is emotional healing? Emotional healing is the process of acknowledging, allowing, accepting, integrating, and processing painful life experiences and strong emotions. It may involve empathy, self-regulation, self-compassion, self-acceptance, mindfulness, and integration again. Many people have a tendency to want to control the process of emotional healing by minimizing and controlling their emotions and pain. However, this actually inhibits the process of emotional healing. One thing I could say about healing, it's difficult because you have to feel. Okay, you have to feel. Like, if you are not ready to feel emotions, feel hurt, feel pain of whatever you went through in your life, and it's too much, you're not ready. You have to mentally prepare yourself that I want to heal from whatever I want to heal from, but it is literally going to be the most painful thing, because you have to feel all these waves of emotions, So emotional healing is just feeling, feel, cry, just let everything out so that you can be better in the future. You understand? So emotional healing happens in 7 stages, which are awareness. I'm going to list them right here, which are awareness, acceptance, transformation, processing, release, growth, and integration. Again, integration has been a part of the things that I've been saying, but we will start with awareness. So what happens in this stage of healing? Number 1, awareness. The first step in emotional healing is recognizing that you are experiencing pain, distress, or grief. At this stage, you are acknowledging the existence of your feelings and their impact on your well-being. Awareness is your emotional guidance system, bringing your inner struggles into focus, giving you a starting point for healing. Acknowledging, basically, that you know what, I am going through this and I need to heal from it. You understand? Like for me, I realized that I'm in pain and I'm in despair and distress and I'm angry and I'm grieving when I was just too angry at people, the world, everything. I was so mad. You understand? Like I was mad And I wasn't mad for like a short period of time. I was mad for years. You know, it took me just an event in my life to turn everything around and be like, okay, emotionally I need to be aware that this anger that I'm feeling towards specific people, specific things in my life comes from somewhere, and I need to acknowledge that. I need to start dissecting what I'm feeling to understand why I'm angry. Because sometimes when you're grieving, your anger becomes irrational. You know, you get angry at things that you have no control over, things that unfortunately happened. You understand, you had no control over certain things that are happening in your life. You know, you just need to understand why they happened in order for you to be able to acknowledge that, you know what, I'm angry because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know, when something like this happened, you know, that's the awareness part of it. Number 2 is acceptance. Acceptance means embracing your emotions without judgment and resistance. It requires allowing yourself to feel what you feel, no matter how uncomfortable or painful those emotions might be. Acceptance is a crucial step in emotional healing, because when we resist our feelings, they tend to persist for longer than necessary. So you have to accept the circumstances of the situation, basically. You have to understand that as much as that thing was not in, you know, you were not in control of it, and it shouldn't have happened the way it did, it's okay to move past it. So that's acceptance. Acceptance is moving past, basically. And for now, I'm a person who holds grudges, right? So if you do something to me, I will hold it for the rest of my life. There's this other guy from my childhood who used to bully me, and my best friend who I did a video with, my first collabo, she knows that person. And I was so angry at him for so many years for the way he used to bully me that I hated him. And she knew, like, I hated him. I didn't dislike him, I hated him. But it took me certain things in my life to realize that, you know what, V, this was years ago. You love yourself now. You've moved on from that. You are no longer that little girl who would allow someone to do that to you right now at your big age. So if he would attempt to do something to you now, you would definitely defend yourself and fight for yourself, and he will definitely see that you love yourself, you know, and he will back down. You understand? And that's how I had to accept that, you know what, whatever happened, and it's time for me to move on. That's when I released that anger and hate towards that guy. Every time I saw him, I was so mad. You know, I hated him. I hated his existence. But either way, number 3 is processing. Processing your emotions means engaging with them consciously and actively. This stage involves exploring the root causes of your distress, including any unresolved issues, past traumas, and you can process your emotions through self-reflection, journaling, therapy, or conversations with trusted friends. Note that there is a difference between healing and processing and rumination. Yeah, rumination. We'll put the definition here for rumination, okay? I realize that sometimes I use difficult words and I don't define them, so we'll just put the definition here. So processing, like, healing is not a journey that you can completely do alone, okay? You need tools to be able to dissect your emotions, process them, accept them, acknowledge them. You need tools. My tool was my friends and my dad. My dad would open up conversations where I was able to tell him how I was feeling. I'm not the type of person that can necessarily tell you how I'm feeling in real time, so it takes me a while for me to be comfortable to talk about whatever has happened to me, you know. So my dad would give me my time, and then he would like open up a conversation, and I would tell him, oh, at that time I felt 1, 2, 3. You know, sometimes, yes, he would be upset that I tell him my feelings late, but like processing them with him helped because he could relate with me and he could give me sound advice and we could have a proper conversation. With my friends, I spoke with them a lot about my feelings in terms of my anger, my hurt, everything. I just let go. And one thing I know is that the people that I spoke to about my feelings, I trust them. So you need to speak to someone who you're comfortable with, who you trust, who you know they won't breach confidentiality. And number 4, release. Releasing your emotions means letting go of past experiences, pent-up feelings, and all the energy they consume. This stage may involve expressing your feelings in a healthy and constructive manner, helping you free yourself from emotional burdens and make space for healing. The unhealed version of you at this point is gone. We are dealing with healed Spanban. We are dealing with healed V. We are dealing with the healed version of you. The positive space version of you. The version of you that's lighter. The version of you that is understanding. The version of you that is happier. Because she or he has let go of all these feelings, okay? Number 5 is growth. Difficult, painful events change us, but not necessarily for the worst. There is a phenomenon called past trauma growth, which means people who have passed through the 7 stages of emotional healing often emerge with new wisdom, strength, and meaning that they didn't have before. Emotional healing and empowers you and grows you. Okay, it grows you. So growth, okay, you are in a positive space in your life. You've grown, you've matured. You know, you understand. You know what? After letting go of this thing and processing it and doing all these steps to move on, I'm in a positive space. I feel good. I'm growing. I'm maturing. If you think about the person you were when you were unhealed, or when that thing happened to you, or when you were at a certain age, because hurt starts from a long time ago. You know, hurt is deep rooted, and most of the time it starts from our childhood. So you need to heal your inner child. You need to heal your teenage child. You need to heal your young adult self. You need to heal so many parts of you in order for you to be at this stage, okay? And it's not easy. It's not easy to go back and think and remember and feel all those things. But once you at your growth stage where you mature and you understand and you accept that, you know what, it is what it is, it's amazing. Number 6, integration. At this stage of emotional healing, you begin integrating the experience, your feelings, and the lessons learned into your daily life. For example, if you are grieving after the loss of a loved one, you may become more intentional about how you spend your time with the people who matter the most to you. Or if you are healing from a breakup, you may begin to show up differently in new relationships based on what you learned in your last relationship. So one thing about losing someone you truly love, it makes you love the people that are here physically with you more. It makes you appreciate them. Any type of thing that happened to you and you've learned your lesson from, it makes you do better. Basically, you're doing better than you were before, you know. And then number 7 is transformation. Transformation represents the final stage of emotional healing, where you emerge from your experience as a stronger, more resilient person. This transformation is a fundamental shift in your emotional and mental outlook, which leads you to a more adaptive approach to life. You feel healed and ready to move forward, and you're more confident in your ability to get through hard times and maintain your well-being. Okay, so guys, it is definitely possible for you to get stuck in one process of healing, because at the end of the day there is no time limit as to, okay, now I have to take 3 weeks to heal from this. Healing takes a very, very long time. So sometimes you can get stuck at the processing stage because you're still processing the information as to why things happen the way they happen. Events in your mind and in your heart are still unfolding, and they're still processing, and it's a long time. I'm 22 years old, so imagine processing 22 years of trauma, hurt, pain, distress, grief, and you can't do that in one day. You can't do that in one sitting. So you will get stuck in one healing process, but it takes time. Take your time. Don't pressurize yourself, because when you pressurize yourself, you're going to shut down. That's about it from emotional healing. This is part 1, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.